Let's make our way down to the mat, nice and slow. I'm just gonna start on my back today, arms down by my side, knees are bent. And I'm gonna start with a nice good inhale and a nice good exhale. Really concentrating on that exhale. Your body will take care of the rest for the inhale. Inhale here. And a nice deep exhale. As you exhale, start feeling where your body is. Maybe reach your fingertips a little down farther towards your feet. Open your chest and shoulders up and keep going. Inhale. And exhale. This time I'm going to focus on settling my rib cage down into the mat. Feeling those abdominals start to connect. My pelvis is in a nice neutral position, which means it's not tucked and sticking my rear out, and it's not pulled down, so your lower back is in the mat. One more time, a nice good inhale. On this one, you're going to rock your hips, pull your lower back into the mat, and peel and curl and lift those hips all the way up to the ceiling, pressing those arms into the mat. Put pressure on my big toe, my little toe, and my heel. Inhale and exhale, articulate down. I'm taking my time. This is literally the first bridge I've done in probably 2 weeks after a car trip and camping and river rafting and jet boating. So much fun. But now my body needs a little bit of intentional movement. I'm glad you're here joining me. Uncurl completely at the bottom. Inhale. On the exhale, rock your hips. Peel and curl all the way up to the top. Make sure that there's energy between your knees and you're reaching your knees to the other side of the room so the back of your legs are working. Inhale and exhale, coming all the way down. Today we're going to get everything moving again. Up, down, side to side, back and forth, twisting. That's my aim. Just get it moving. And rock those hips. Peel and curl all the way up. Sometimes your body doesn't need much, but just to get that full range of motion to start everything going in the right direction or back in the right direction. You have some muscle memory, I'm sure. One more time. Rock your hips. No butt here, all abs as you pull that lower back into the mat. Peel and curl. Once it's up at the top, then your derriere is playing along with you. Arms come over your head. Relax your shoulders. Reach your head long. I'm even closing my eyes and articulate all the way down, taking your time. Reach your spine farther down the mat with each vertebra. That lower back of mine is tight. Uncurl completely at the bottom. Interlace your hands behind your head. And inhale. On the exhale, length instead of height here as you lift your torso up. Exhale. Inhale here at the top. And exhale, lower it right back down. And inhale into your ribs. And exhale, head, neck, and chest lifts up. Hold it right here. Reach around, grab the backs of your legs. Curl yourself up a little higher. Curl your tailbone up. Uncurl it completely at the bottom. Lift those hands up to the ceiling. They travel over your head. Interlace your hands behind your head and lower it down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, head, neck, and chest lifts up. Reach around, grab the backs of your legs. Curl your torso up first. Tailbone curls up. Uncurl that tailbone all the way. Hands come up to the ceiling. Travel over your head. Interlace your hands behind your head and lower all the way down. And head, neck, and chest lifts up with an exhale right here. Reach around, grab the backs of your legs. Torso pulls up. Tailbone curls up. Uncurl that tailbone into a nice neutral pelvis. Hands come up to the ceiling. They travel over your head. Interlace your hands behind your head. Make sure that head is heavy in your hands. Look up to the ceiling. Right leg floats up to tabletop. Left leg floats up to tabletop. Tap that right toe down and bring it right back up. And left. And right. And left. And right. And tap. And make sure that those feet and those legs are along for the ride. You're stabilizing with your abdominal muscles and pulling that knee back up with your abdominal muscles each time you tap. Let's do one more time right, one more time left. Both knees glue together. Pull your lower back into the mat. Both feet go towards the mat and exhale, pulls it up. Inhale as it taps down, exhale, pulls it up. And tap. Good. Stay here just like this, or if you'd like to add your arms, let's go for it. Arms reach up to the ceiling, and as they tap down, they reach over your head and come right back in. And reach and pull it in. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale, pulls it in. 2 more. 1 more time. Hold it right there. Head comes down to the mat. Hug your knees into your chest and just rock side to side, getting a nice little massage across your back. And I'm going to have you float those legs right back up into tabletop. Arms come up to the ceiling, and they're going to open out to the side. Palms face the ceiling, keeping those knees glued together nice and tight. Float those legs over to the right side. I almost said left, confusing myself today. Use the left side of your waist to pull it back to center. And pick that right hip up to float over to the left. And pull it back to center. Your shoulders are quiet on the mat. So you're just moving right through your waist. And my spine is so happy as it's starting to move. And take it to the right, pulling it back to the center. And take it to the left, pull it back to center. I'm going to add on a little leg extension. Take it to the right. Extend those legs up, pull it back to center, and bend, and take it to the left, and straighten. Pull it back to center, and bend, and to the right, and straighten, center, and bend. The last one on this side, take it to the left, and straighten, pull it back to center, and bend. From here, head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Grab the backs of your legs, curl your tailbone up, and then uncurl it all the way. Look over your right shoulder, look over your left shoulder, come back to the center, bring both hands over to that right knee, extend the left out long, get those long legs out there, and switch, and switch, and switch. And switch. Interlace your hands behind your head and add a rotation to that opposite knee. Cross and cross and cross and cross, cross and wrap. Feel your obliques, the sides of your waist just kicking in and waking up. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Come into the center. Head comes down. Once again, hug those knees into your chest and just egg beater those knees around just a little bit, moving around in their hip sockets. And from here, I'm going to have you put your legs all the way out flat on your mat. You're going to squeeze those legs together. Make sure those ankles and everything are squeezed together. Arms float up to the ceiling. Shoulders are pressed down towards your hips. Rib cage is down. From here, inhale, head, neck, and chest lifts up. Press that lower back into the mat. This might be ugly. Whee! And come all the way up. It's amazing what not doing this for a couple weeks will do. Thank goodness for muscle memory. And coming back. If you need to bend your knees, go for it. In fact, I might just do that for today. Helps you get a little more movement in your lower back. Mine feels a smidge tight, so I'm going to take advantage of those knees bent and really curl and take my time and roll through my back. One more with my knees bent, and then I'm going to straighten it right back out. Even right here. Let's lower right back down. We're doing 3 more. Inhale, head, neck, and chest lifts. Exhale, rolls it up. If you need to grab your legs or keep your knees bent, go for it. Remember, you're building those positive muscle patterns. That's where we're at. And we're moving with intention. So do what works for you. I love to kill momentum. Don't do the momentum. No one elbow on the side thing. Let's come up straight and hold it right at the top. Sit up nice and tall. Sit right on those sits bones, lifting your head up into the clouds. If you need a little box, if this is hard for your hip flexors right here to sit up tall, and it is a lot of work to sit up tall, grab a quick little box. Interlace your hands behind your head, nice and tall. Inhale. On the exhale, rotate to the right. Rotate a little bit more and inhale back to center. Take it to the left. Rotate and inhale back to center. My feet are staying nice and still so that, again, I'm just moving right through my spine. My tailbone is anchored down to the mat. My head's reaching up into the sky. Shoulders are out of your ears. And take it to the right. Exhale, twist a little more and inhale back to center. And left, exhale. And back to center. From here, arms reach out in front of you. I want you to come back just behind your tailbone. Right leg comes up to tabletop. Left leg comes up to tabletop. If you need a little assistance, grab the backs of your legs. Otherwise, those fingertips have energy going into the other side of the room. Lower yourself down. Nice and steady. All the way down, pull those legs into a good tabletop. Left leg is gonna go on the mat. Arms come down by your side. Flex that left foot. Press that leg into the mat. It almost gives you an opening feeling in your left hip. From here, if you're not a bendy person and you're happy in this tabletop position with your right leg, stay there. If you are a little bit of a bendy person, we'll see if I am today, you can extend that leg up and flex that foot. Hips get to stay nice and still. Cross your midline and bring that leg down and around and up and hold. And cross and bring it up and hold. And cross and bring it around. Cross and bring it around. And bring it around. Hold it at the top and switch directions. Take it out to the side and down and around and up and hold. Let your breath help you. So inhale takes it around once and exhale takes it around again. One more time, inhale. One more time, exhale. Hold it right there. Bend that leg into tabletop. Bend your left knee. Put your foot flat on the mat. Put your right ankle on your left knee. Float that left leg up to tabletop. Wrap your hands around your thigh. Use your elbow and push that knee open. Maybe not push, encourage. And then my tailbone is reaching long and away from me, so I'm not letting it curl up. I want you to really reach it long, and you'll find you'll get a nice stretch in that right hip. And you can get even a little more if you want to float ever so slightly over to the left. And breathe. We did a lot of time in the car, so this stretch into my right hip is appreciated more than usual. And from here, inhale. And exhale, float that left leg down, unwind yourself. Right leg goes long on the mat. Left leg floats back up to tabletop. That right leg is flexed, the right foot, excuse me, and get that opening feeling in that right hip. From here, choose your own adventure. Stay in tabletop or extend it up to the ceiling. Flex your foot. No matter where you are, your hips get to stay still. Cross your midline and bring that leg down, around, and up and hold. And cross and bring it around. And cross and bring it around. And my whole body, this is a pretty dynamic move. My abs are engaged. My rib cage is, back bottom rib is down on the mat. My arms are pressing into the mat. My right leg is pressing into the mat. We're gonna hold at the top and switch directions. Take it out to the side and down, around, and up and hold. I'm reaching that foot all the way up to the ceiling so that you're getting a chance for your femur, the top of your leg, to just swivel around and move freely in that hip socket. I'm even imagining a little space in there. One more time around, hold at the top, bend that leg into tabletop, bend your right knee, put your foot flat on the mat, put your left ankle on your right leg, float that right leg up, hands wrap around and interlace around that right thigh. Encourage that left knee open, tailbone is reaching long and away, and float ever so slightly over to the right. And breathe. Have a nice good exhale. Let your body just do its thing on the inhale. And on the next exhale, let's let those legs unwind. And I'm gonna bring my right leg up to tabletop, left leg up to tabletop, head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Hug your knees into your chest, grab your shins. This time I'm gonna have you curl yourself up. Abs are engaged, your back should be in a nice little C curve, and you're just gonna start rocking, giving your spine a little massage. And you're gonna increase that, get a little bit more, and a little bit more, until you can come all the way to the top and balance right on that behind your tailbone there, and then take it back. Stay off your neck and your head and come up and hold and take it back and bring it up and take it back and bring it up. One more time, take it back and bring it all the way up. Feet go flat on the mat and I'm gonna make my way right on to my hands and my knees. Hands are gonna be right underneath your shoulders, and what reboot wouldn't be complete without a little time going into plank? That gets everything done in a hurry. From here, shoulders are pressed down your back. Back of your neck and head is lifted to the ceiling. Belly button's pulled to the spine. Spine's to the belly button. Right leg goes back behind you. Left leg goes back behind you. And then from here, hover that right foot off the ground. Notice I didn't lift my hips. They stayed down. And from here, give me a little lift and lift. Lift, lift, lift. So right now I feel my glutes activated because I'm lifting that foot just higher than my rear. Gives it a chance to turn on those glute muscles just ever so slightly. I mean, they're going. It's good. So you have co-contraction of your front and back muscles, getting your glutes in there. This is multitasking at its finest for sure. 3, 2, 1, put that foot down. Let's take a quick minute. Pike those hips up to a down dog. Heels pressed down to the mat, pressing into your fingertips and your palms equally. Rotate those arms out to the side. Your upper arm, it should feel like your neck gets a little bit longer. And breathe. And from here, let's round it forward, coming back into that beautiful plank. Shoulders are over your hands, and this time, hovering that left foot, and lift it higher than your rear, and give me a little lift, and lift, and lift, 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 lift. If this is too much on your feet, please go down onto your knees, or if you just want to hold that plank, you don't even have to add the leg lifts for today. You can aim for it another time. 4, 3, 2, last one. Put that foot down, pike your hips all the way up to the sky again, and heels down. And this time I want you to bend your right knee, and then your left, and your right, and your left. One more time right, one more time left. Both heels back. Come make your way down onto your knees. And then from here, I want you to take your right arm, and I want you just to weave it in between your left hand and your left knee, and rotate so you're looking all the way up to the ceiling. Get that twist in your spine. Stretch across your back shoulder. And come all the way up. Let's do the other side. Weave that left hand in between your right hand and your right knee, and twist. Again, getting that stretch in your spine, twisting all the way from your tailbone to the top of your head. My head's right on the ground. Pushing on that right hand to get a little more twist. And come all the way up. From here, I want you to keep your knees and your hips right where they are. Hips are right over my knees. And I'm gonna walk my hands out and get a really lovely extension in my upper back. You can put your forehead on the ground. You can put your chin on the ground, whatever feels good for you. Just feels good to kind of get that back extension and open up your chest and shoulders. Walk your hands all the way in. And from here, I'm gonna have you make your way right onto your side. I'm going on my left side, and I'm gonna have my elbow right underneath my shoulders. My bottom leg is bent, top leg is straight. There's energy in my waist, and I'm gonna start energy on that bottom leg and lift up to a T. Find the length, head goes in one direction. Feet are going in the other, at least your top leg. And then lower your hip right down. And then lift it up to a nice T. And lower it all the way down. This time, put weight on that top leg and lift it all the way up. And lower. In all fairness, I have a little weight on both. And lift. This is, as always, choose your own adventure. Do what works for your body. If you would like to straighten that bottom leg, go for it. And then lift up to a T. hold, and lower down, and come up, hold. Let's hold it here for just another breath or two. One more inhale, and lower all the way down. I'm gonna bend both knees, sit up, don't go anywhere else. Grab a hold of that elbow that you were just using for support, reach it over your head, grab that wrist, come up and stretch over the top, over your feet. And I'm making this energetic, or intentional, I should say. So it's not just, so lift up and come up over the top, finding that length all the way down your left side, and that should feel lovely. And then release that hand. I'm just gonna flip my feet right around so I can stay facing your smiling face. I hope it's smiling. Bottom leg is bent, top leg is straight, elbow is right underneath your shoulder. Come up to a T. All the weight's on that bottom leg that's bent, and lower right back down. And lift, head's going in one direction, your foot's going in the other, and lower right back down. Starting to put some weight on that straight leg, and lifting up, and lower, and lift, and lower. I'm straightening out my bottom leg. Join me if you would like to, and come up to a T, and lower. Come up to a T, and lower. I can't remember how many we did on the other side. Isn't that pathetic? I just know that we held it for a couple breaths. So here we go. We're gonna hold it. Inhale and exhale. Belly button's pulled in. Feel the strength in your abs, your powerhouse, your core, your waist, head's reaching long. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Lower it right back down. Bend those knees. Push yourself up to sitting. This time it's my right elbow that I was supported on, so I'm gonna bring that arm up over my head, grab that wrist, lift myself up and yourself over the top, stretching over those feet, finding the length all along that right side. Your body likes to hide from this stretch by letting that top shoulder curl forward, so open it up. Good. And then slowly let those arms float down. I'm going to get myself resituated on my mat here. And I'm going to have you rock back just behind your tailbone, excuse me. My knees are separated, my toes are together, and they're barely touching the mat. So I'm making a little diamond. From here, float that right leg up. I'm going to take my right hand, wrap it inside around, grab the foot. Left leg's going to come up and hover. Left arm comes around, grab that foot. We're doing seal puppy. Tap those toes 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Roll back, stay off your neck and your head. Hold here and tap. 1, 2, 3. Come forward. 1, 2, 3. Take it back. 1, 2, 3. And come forward. This should be nice and controlled. So if you're doing 3 death taps quick before you fall back, use more abs. Hold yourself. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Take it back. 1, 2, 3. Bring it forward. 1, 2, 3. Put those feet down. Let's situate yourself. You can sit on your rear. I'm sitting on my feet. Just have a nice good inhale. Look up to the sky. Float it down. All right. Day 1 reboot is done. I'll see you tomorrow for day 2.